Hello, this is me. You're all probably wondering how I got here. It's a long story, but well, here we go. Greetings, dear viewer. Today I'm going to tell you all of my short adventure in Battlebrothers. As the video title implies, I'm here to ensure that at least my disastrous attempt at trying to gather money and power would be either educational or at least amusing. Being the arrogant fool that I am, I chose the hardest difficulty with Ironman since all the cool boys like Filthy Robot play in these settings. Also with unexplored map because I hate myself. But not permanent destruction though, since I'm nowhere near crazy enough for that. Without further ado, let us witness the short journey of the Bone Boys. The first battle occurred. Unlike what usually would happen, I managed to pull through the fight without losing a single man. Could have been better if I didn't position my crossbowmen badly during the fight. Loot wasn't great, and I decided to lead the Bone Boys to a nearby hamlet named Adlerstein to get paid. Hoggart, or Hoggart, whatever it is, the weasel that my party was supposed to kill managed to get away during the fight. At the time, I considered that getting his mail armor would be the best course of action, so I recruited more men. Thinking back on it, maybe it was a bad idea to recruit higher quality soldiers like those of broader backgrounds this early on. Bought a couple of bludgeons and I like to arm the new recruits. During this time I tried to go for the double grip equip that some famed players go for. Armed and bolstered with more men, we decided to engage Hoggart, who has taken refuge within an old building northeast of Adlerstein. Again, due to suboptimal positioning, my monk recruit was damaged to a degree where he bled out in the middle of combat. Sort of ironic in a way, that some untitled hero managed to die so quickly. That aside, we did get pretty solid loot and went back to Adlerstein to get our payment. Leveled up my men, but there was no work to be had here. If I didn't get more work for the mercenary band, the gold would soon run out. And so the Bone Boys braved the secretive fogs, carefully moving southward in search of contracts. Passing through several castle towns, me and my men finally found work in the town of Sandfels. At this stage of the game, I was hesitant to take on jobs that involved beasts, as the main priority is to gear up within the first few days. The delivery to Adlerstein was the obvious choice. The work was completed with no issues, and a stroke of luck enabled us to receive a bandit contract. And as always, I let my guard down, which resulted in Burke's death. Didn't manage to get plenty of free armor since I failed to puncture the bandits to death. Perusing the available jobs in Auenmark, luck has it that there happens to be a contract to return a demonic statuette to its rightful owner. Somewhat suspicious, but I couldn't be picky at that point. Lo and behold, that fight was one of the rare instances where I didn't actually lose anyone. That was the last time you'd see my mercenary band come out somewhat unscathed. Like that asshole of an ancestor from Darkest Dungeon always say, "Remind yourself, overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer." We all knew what was going to happen. I was riding on the high of near-perfect victory, so much so that the next fight was a nomads where I lost another soldier, then didn't bother me in the slightest. I was certain that I can always break even, or maybe profit, from bandit encounters. Well, the poor sod did manage to survive the death blow, so I let him go with severance payment. After all that, this is the start of the loss that I couldn't possibly bounce back from. Spotting a band of 6 brigand raiders, I started to feel a bit greedy. Kept following them in order to pry off their nice armor off their carcass. At the time, I thought my odds were good, since I did have 9 men compared to the 6-man group. During the course of the battle, as usual, my horrendous positioning ensures that I couldn't utilize the high ground properly. The first one to fall was poor old Arnold. At that point I wasn't dissuaded, as I still think I could come out victorious. At least until Virreich and the new Jester guy got killed. It was clear. This was one of those situations where my men won't make it. I tried to keep on fighting to the bitter end, but after seeing one of the routing brigands regain their courage, I decided to just sound the retreat. It didn't go well either. 2 of the men died during the attempt. In the end, I was left with only 2 men, which both happens to be 2 of the 3 members I started the run with. To sum up this video, there is 2 very important mistakes I can say I did here. Number 1 would be not bringing nets, since it could have aided with the dagger's puncture skill, and lessened the damage to my men since the enemy would focus on releasing themselves from the net instead of striking back. The second mistake was that I don't think things through when moving my men. Not enough, anyway. Which lets my soldiers die more often than necessary. Well, that's all I can say. Besides that, I'll probably not continue this playthrough since it ended disastrously. If you guys can point out more mistakes that I did, just put it on the comment section. For my next video, I would probably make one about a new castle design in Valheim, as soon as I find a goddamn tar pit, that is. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope all of you find this video amusing, and as always, have a great time.